All right, so the question that we are taking a look at is Jim jogs his morning route of 5 kilometers for every 25 minutes. He plans on running for 1 hour, which is the same thing as 60 minutes in the evening. He wants to know how far he will get. So what we do here with our table of values, the table of values is a way to set up, it's the same thing as equivalent ratios, it's just set up in a different way. So instead of setting it up 5 kilometers for 25 minutes, you could write it in a table of values. So the first row we have is the time. So he does 25 minutes, and how far he goes, the distance, is he goes 5 kilometers. Okay, that's not a problem so far. But I want to know, the question I'm asking myself, and I might want to write this down here at the other end, is how far does he go in 60 minutes? How far does he go? That is what we're trying to find. In 60 minutes, what is his kilometers? Okay, well, this seems a little tricky, but as you see, it might be easier than you think. The first thing we're going to want to do is find the unit rate for minutes per kilometer. And so right now we have 25 minutes for every 5 kilometers. Let's reduce that. Let's find an equivalent ratio or equivalent fraction to this so that I'm only looking at 1 kilometer, which would be the unit rate when there's only one unit we're talking about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this by 5. So 5 divided by 5, that's only 1, so that becomes 1 kilometer. And I'm going to do the same thing up here, because in a ratio, whatever we do to one side, we do the other. 25 divided by 5, that's 5 minutes. So I'm going to write this in the table. So up here, we found out that if he goes 25 minutes in 5 kilometers, it takes him 5 minutes to go 1 kilometer. Okay. Next, so we could put this as a ratio, 5 minutes per 1 kilometer, and just note that's the same thing as saying this, 5 minutes per 1 kilometer. And that's an equivalent ratio to 60 minutes. If 5 minutes, it takes him 5 minutes to do 1 kilometer, it'll take him 60 minutes to do how many kilometers? Then what we do is we say, okay, 5 So 12, so 5 times 12 gives you 60 minutes, and then we're just making an equivalent ratio here. And whatever I do one side of the ratio, I do the other. 1 times 12 is 12 kilometers. So altogether, when he runs 60 minutes, the distance he goes is 12 kilometers. It's a multi-step process, but just taking it one thing at a time, we'll be able to figure it out using unit. Got to find the unit ratio, and then we use that to find the answer. Hopefully that helped.